In a quiet neighborhood, where the sun rises early and the birds love to sing, there lived a bright little girl named Zara. Zara was kind, funny, and full of energy. But there was just one tiny problem. Zara loved to play first and do things later. One evening, as the sky turned orange and Mama called for dinner, Zara's homework sat quietly on the table, untouched. Mama called out, "Zara, have you done your homework yet?" Zara laughed and twirled. "Not yet, Mama. I still have time." The next morning, Zara stood in front of her class. She gasped. "Oh no, my homework!" Her teacher, Mrs. Thompson, looked gently at her and said, "Zara, I know you're smart, but smart children also prepare." Zara nodded slowly, feeling a little embarrassed. That afternoon, Zara sat quietly in her backyard, watching the wind blow leaves across the grass. Suddenly, she noticed something strange. A line of tiny ants was marching across the soil, each carrying something. And then, a voice as small as a whisper, yet as clear as a bell, said, "You're watching, but are you learning?" Zara blinked. Standing beside her foot was a talking ant, wearing tiny glasses. "I'm Mama Anto," the ant said proudly. "Come, let me show you how ants like me get things done." Before Zara could answer, poof, she was ant-sized. Zara followed Mama Anto through twisting tunnels filled with ants. Some were gathering food, others were cleaning, and some were building rooms with sand and leaves. Everyone had a job, and no one was sitting still. Mama Anto chuckled. "See, young one, we ants don't wait for danger before we prepare. We don't say later or I still have time. We just do what needs to be done." With a swirl of sparkles, Zara grew back to her normal size. She looked around her room, her books, her pencils, her unfinished homework. And then, with a smile, she sat at her desk and began to work. The next day, Zara turned in her homework with a proud grin. Mrs. Thompson smiled. "Wonderful, Zara. You came prepared today." As Zara walked back to her seat, she glanced out the window, and there they were, her little ant friends, marching in a perfect line. Zara giggled. Sometimes the smallest creatures carry the biggest lessons, so when you feel like waiting or leaving things till later, remember the ant and be wise. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways, and be wise."